I've been proved wrong. Ange Postecoglou and Tottenham Hotspur win the Europa League, and we do it. And Tottenham Hotspur are Europa League champions of Europe. Let's get straight into it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your boy Mr. Box Office from Mr. Box Office TV, back with another video for you today on a fantastic day, yesterday night after the night before, and Tottenham Hotspur are Europa League champions of Europe. And something that you never would have thought a year ago, you'll say it more likely to be Carabao Cup. But now, Ange can now say he's proved everyone wrong. Even myself, the main event. The fact that he's won this trophy against Manchester United 1-0. Brendan Johnson again proving his doubters wrong again, scoring the crucial goal. And showing us that he does always win in his second season, proving me wrong and a lot of people wrong. And in a game that, let's be honest here, which I called it, and I told you, it was going to be a very, very terrible, it wasn't going to be a great game. It would be a very scrappy game. It ended up being a very, very scrappy game. First half, it was a bit of a muchness. We coped well with Man United. But then second half, we saw Man United dominate us, but didn't really have that much to really give. And it was really just because of Tottenham Hotspur making mistakes at the back. We're only giving them chances. But overall, you forget all that. This is a momentous moment in terms of for the fans. The fans that have suffered for 17 years now, since 2008. And this is a big, massive moment for those people that have not seen a trophy. Young people out there have not seen a trophy. So for them, this is a fantastic moment, especially in Europe, winning the second most best trophy in Europe. We can think about what happened before, yeah, but we've got to live this moment. And yeah, like I said, I'm wrong about Ange Postecoglou winning in his second season. He's proved me wrong. And credit where credit's due. He's won the trophy. Proud of the team. Basuma was absolutely did very well. I wouldn't say he was immense. He did his job. Bentancur did his job. Yep, brilliant in a final. Brilliant. But that's what you needed in this final. Did his job. Even Richarlison, that below average Emil Heskey, did his job. Because they weren't great in attack. But they didn't need to. They just needed to get that goal. And really, they grinded out the result. Man United tried and huffed and puffed, but really only had a couple of chances. And that chance that Van der Ven scooped off the line from a Vicario mistake saved us massively. Looking at this whole aspect of everything, is you see two teams that are very, very poor, that just needed the result, and you can see how it played out throughout the match. You saw me on We Are Tottenham TV. People didn't believe me, but I said to them on one channel, they said, oh, you must have been nervous. I said, no, I wasn't nervous. Why should I be nervous when I said to you, we were always going to win this competition? Always going to win this competition. When after the Frankfurt game. It was after the Frankfurt game, I told you, things changed my mind and saw things from the manager where I sat there and thought, he knows exactly what's at stake here. The last competition he's in, the league position, which we're not going to talk about in this video, and he knows he needs to do this. Because whatever happens next, he knows he's on borrowed time and he needs to keep his reputation. And this was the only competition to keep his reputation. We had Bodo Glint. We're always going to beat them. We beat them. And then Manchester United came out the draw after them beating Bilbao. And yeah, people were saying, oh, it's Man United. They always do it. They always do it. They said the referees. I was in studio and people were saying about the referees. I said, why are we worrying about the referees? It's about what you do when you have your moment. And Brendan Johnson had his moment. And yeah, there was a little bit of luck with it because Luke Shaw, it kind of deflected off him, but he forced it in. And the ball went in and Anana was just flapping at it, just completely missed the ball and it went straight in the back of the net. And that was the luck that we needed, that we've been always training for, really, really wanting. And that's what we got. The prediction of us losing it and making mistakes and being Spursy was never ever going to happen against a Manchester United team that just looked disjointed. And you could see, I could see in the studio how disjointed they were. There was no tension for me to sit there and say, well, why am I worried for? They've got nothing to threat us. We didn't have anything to threat them either. But they didn't have anything to threat us either. And that's why it ended up being. Defence, strong. He went to a back three, which is what I predicted. I said he will go to a back three because he knows he's desperate. And that's what it ended up being. And it just all played out how it was always going to be. The only thing I was shocked about is that we didn't let in a goal. I was predicted 2-1. But to our credit, we really grinded out that result. And seeing Son lifting up that trophy was a symbol of maybe things to come or the end of an era. End of an era where there's going to be massive changes. But that will be something that we need to talk about in other videos, not today. This is a time to be joyous, celebrate, and just enjoy it, and that's it. Enjoy the moment. People will say, oh, just smile. People will say that's a little bit weird, like I was told in We Are Tottenham TV, but that's another story. Be up Ben and Sim. But anyway, moving on. It's about a time to reflect and take stock of what's happened. And then we'll see what the results are next season. I look at the whole thing, I look at both teams, I look at both things, and I look at it and say, I don't think it's a bad thing Man United lost yesterday, I mean. I think this might be a road of them coming back. Whether it will be good for Tottenham, yes. Winning the trophy, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. European trophy, I've never seen that. Brilliant. And something that I will never ever forget. Not the game though, because the game was terrible. But winning the trophy, yeah, brilliant. But moving forwards, is this going to be a hindrance for Tottenham? Whatever decision we make, which I think we know what I think we're going to make. Or is it going to be the pathway to actual more glory? That's something that I want to ask you all while you're sipping into success. Because we'll all be clowning the glory. But do we really know what's going to happen, the circumstances that is going to be around these two clubs in the next season, also in the future? Interesting to say. And well done, Tottenham. Well done, Daniel Levy. And well done, Ange Postecoglou. You proved me wrong, and credit where credit's due. And that's all I've got to say. That's all, folks. You might see me more with more videos. But this was just a little snippet on Mr. Box Office, talking his truth, like always. Happy that we won the trophy and moving on to best pleasures new. And as always, with a successful smile, we'll wrap up the video like this. If you didn't know, get to know. Support your boy, Mr. Box Office. Subscribe and like. And come on, you Spurs. And we're out.